The T2 tank is all put together, minus the track and the forearms, but general purpose here is almost all done. Shortened up the wires, got them all fished through from the head down the torso into the main body, and the lights still work, which is a good thing. I went ahead, the middle part doesn't pivot, so I went ahead and glued it down. The head does pivot, as do the guns on either side. Show you on the bottom, I did cut out a hole so I can just run the 9-volt battery and just slide it up in there. Easy access, and I don't have to fight it trying to get it out to either replace it or turn it on. Now basically I'm going back through. There's a few little spots like on the back of the head. You just couldn't get it the parts to fit flush together, so I just had a little putty, square them off. This part here on the lights is where I had to modify. I left here, but the blue light should be up a little higher. I just went ahead and made it down, which it gives it, it ain't bad at all, and you don't even know if you didn't know what you was looking for, you wouldn't know it's there. And doing it this way, I got the lights, didn't have to fight it, and I got me a little bit of a variant, so I basically got a command version, something of that nature in the Terminator world. The arms for the chest, these are like the Aerial HK ones. They got just a hairline seam all the way down, so you gotta, after you clamp them, and I mean when you really glue them, I mean really clamp them, get you really good clamps, and once you get them clamped, you can pretty much sand them smooth. On the back here, that seam really didn't go away, so I just added a strip styrene. I did it on both sides, and I'm just going back in trying to sand down the little hairline seam, and hopefully I can get it. If not, I'll just sand the detail and just add styrene strip to cover it. The sanding will kill any model. For painting, I'm going to use automotive paint. I ain't going to use all clad. I'm going to use Duplicolor Silver Charcoal Metallic, I think, which is the best real world chrome color. It don't look too shiny. It's got a depth of use to it, and I think this is the best metal finish out there. And what I'll do is I'll take that and decant it and put it in the airbrush and airbrush it on, which I'll show you all in a minute. If you do like all clad or do a chrome, put a general idea is put a black base. I use a flat. I don't like a shiny base coat on it because it's you better get it perfect when you do a gloss coat. But if you do a flat, you can pretty much do almost any color, and it's a little forgiving and also acts like a primer. Anyway, I got most of the black on to a point, and this side here is the side I did it, which is the Silver Charcoal Metallic from Duplicolor, and it's just a few coats on that I did in the airbrush, and it gives it a nice worn look. It keeps the shine, and just an excellent color. And that's where I stand on that so far. I'm hoping to at least get him painted, most of the base coat, and do the touch up on some sanding and everything, and get the arms on. One thing I did have to modify is the searchlights. You do get the actual kit lights in here, which are basically a plastic tube, basically that. So what I did is I took the LED and I ran it through, and I cut some styrene tube and I will glue that on in there like so, and that will be on top of the LED and will simulate the spotlight. So that's where I stand on that. Hopefully I'll get more painting and get him rocking and rolling. Show you all that process. So stay tuned for the next one.